Good evening, good evening, good evening. Nosworth. Welcome back to the beach ball bouncing madness that is my base. Hurrah! Beat, bounce, ball, bounce, hooray! Let me just zoom in a little bit closer. Bounce, hooray! Anyway, that's not why we're here. Yes, we're back here. I'm sorry I'm talking a little bit quietly. My children have gone to bed, which is why I'm trying not to shout too much. And if you hear a funny rattling noise, it's my son's hamster who has decided to attack his cage. He's a very much an escape artist. Aren't you, Timmy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. So we are here for the end of the Sand Empire. Boom, 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 boom. So you'll see that I've done all the easy ones. You can't see the loot, unfortunately, anymore because it's all, when it just says cleared, I've done normal. At least I've done normal. And now I've only got one left to do, which is advanced. So this one, very rich pickings for the rewards. You get a 4-star trainer hero. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, no, I know what I can do with this. I can do something flash at the end, make the video ultra amazing and exciting, or some such. Rock the bird. Tweet, tweet, tweet. No, it's core. Yeah, I don't know. He's bird. Ranger emblems. I don't know. Oh, I've got 165 in my inventory at the minute. I should probably actually chase out my emblems and use some of them. I'm a bit behind on that. And poison darts, which is actually the one thing I really, really need right now. So that's why I'm quite excited about this one. So let us go. So going into advanced, I'm not going with I'm just going, I don't know what the colours will be because I can't remember. You could look it up if you wanted to find out. I will actually swap in Esania, I think. Very fast mana people. I'm going to drop the arrow attacks for this. And I'm going to try and take minor mana potions. There we are. So I'm not taking anything particularly special in terms of kit. And I've got 5 time stops as well. Kind of figure by now a lot of people are going to be able to build time stops. So apologies if I'm using them and you can't. What I'm finding is, generally speaking, on the Sand Empire missions, the mobs aren't too bad. I mean, I've got 2 healers. I know Mother North is, I'm very, very fortunate to have Mother North. I would recommend taking 2 healers, particularly on the sort of later stages, if you're just sort of not paying much attention, which is what I've been doing. That said, you can do it with 1. You might go for a monocolour team. Looks to me like I probably should have gone with a purple team, almost like the one which I had when I first looked at the screen and then got rid of. But never mind, let's not dwell on that. So you'll see that I am just going to bash my way through this. You'll see this. I love the sort of thing I really want to try and show at the end of the video. There's been 2 or 3 waves towards the end, because I must admit I autoed a lot of it, just let auto do it for me. But there's a couple of waves towards the end where I took over, and by being quite lucky and successful, and it was an element of luck, but quite good at sort of building up numbers of these little timer things, I was actually able to beat some of the bosses without even taking a single hit, simply because I just kept like stopping them with the time things, which was quite cool. Obviously, it's not worth doing on the mobs particularly. I mean, well, it slows them down or whatever else have you, but it's not like you're taking a colossal amount of damage by and large. Can be, of course, a bit of a double-edged sword if you're using a sort of counter-attacker. Like, obviously, my counter-attacker for this is... I did them in the wrong order. I should have put my heroes into an order. Sometimes it's a good idea to put your heroes into order. Sorry, going back to what I was actually saying. Counter-attackers, you might want to get hit by the enemy, which is something to consider. Yes, I should have put my heroes in order. It's often quite a good idea to think, well, when you're attacking, who do you want to go first? Normally it is Mother North, so she's in the right place. Then really it should be Esania, because you want Esania to weaken everyone. And then you probably want your Elena, Demisha, and everybody else. So you'll see this should improve Elena's damage by quite a lot. So because now their shields are down, and in goes the Wall of Swords, slash, and I don't know. It's hard to say because I didn't have anything to compare it to, but it should have done a bit more damage there. The way it works, Mother North again, just sort of keeping everyone alive and well. That's really quite important, as much as possible anyway. And we're just about to go on to the boss wave, aren't we? I think. Boom. So lots of killing and just sort of trying to get the screen set up a little bit more. Always a good idea to just when you're heading onto a boss wave, it doesn't really matter which boss you're dealing with, but think about sort of setting things up a little bit for yourself, make it a bit easier for you. Oh, I didn't actually intend to do that, but there we go, never mind. What's done is done. So I'm not going to use Vivica or Mother North just yet because there's very little damage. I'm going to go in like that. Now this is what I was going to say about this. So there's 2 turns before they're going to attack. I blow this one up, boom, I now have them shut down for 2 turns. Then they will start, you can see their mana bars are filling up, but if I can do this right, let's see, I'm going to use Elena again. You can see they're about to go off, but then I can do this and they're stopped again. Bye bye, stop. So I've stopped them again. So they're stopped for 1 turn. Let's just see. Can I get them to stop for 1 more turn? Yeah, I think I can. Except for, oh no, they're all stopped. There we go. So I can hit them again. You can see most of them have got full mana bars. Not that it does them much good because they're all stopped. I will activate Mother North just to give me some extra little what do you call it to hit them with. 1 turn and they unfreeze. So they're all about to go off, or that's what they think, but then boom! You're not going off now. I think this is probably about the last turn I'm going to get away with this. Let's just see. Is this going to happen again? Oh no, I've got another one. So back to there, back with 2 turns of waiting. You'll see, so currently, by using the screen this way, the bosses haven't actually had a chance to hit me yet, which is rather nice. So, you know, even though it's quite a slow process for me, in theory you could do, well, in theory if you could get them to the boss wave, you could do this with completely unleveled up 1 stars. I'm not suggesting that you should, but it just sort of emphasises on this one there really is no particular reason not to try and, you know, you should, if you can get to the boss wave, you should have a reasonable chance of doing okay with it, because at the moment I've used no battle items or anything. I've literally just let the screen keep freezing them. I might be running out of luck now though. It looks as if it's about to shift. 2 turns, and I can't see right now anywhere I've got a 4 in a row, which is a shame. So next turn, unless I can conjure one up now, which I don't think I can, I'm going to try this just in case. Ah, there we are. Phew. There we go. So I can hit them with that. I may as well have another couple of elves, top the elves up. So they're now stopped. I know there's a purple 5 in a row I'm going to have to ignore for a second because I'm going to freeze them again. And now I think, by the look of it, I am very much just going to have to let them hit me. But luckily I've got perfect riposte up, so let's just let them go. There we are. So I've done, what's that? That's about 3/4 of the damage to most of them, and they haven't even hit me yet, which is quite nice. Bom, 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 bom. And there we are. They've almost all killed themselves. Now, once that's happened, it really is worth with these bosses when you're taking them on the Sand Empire, and you don't have to worry about, like, it's not like they're in a raid or whatever, take antidotes. Now, you'll notice I can't remove the little red everlasting wound, but I can remove all of the damage over time that they do, which significantly reduces the overall effectiveness of the everlasting wound thing that they do. Not that they're, you know, they've still got a pretty reasonable sort of base level attack, really, these guys. Oh, there you are, see, told you. Pretty reasonable base level attack. There we are, the thing's gone anyway. So it's now just me and the big budgie. Bum, 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 bum. Die, budgie, die. I've got a counter-attacker ready now. Never mind, there we go. So there's damage over time. Let's freeze him again. Not going to use Vivica yet. Oh, hey, Elena's back. Hello, Elena. There we go. Still alive. Can undo. Freeze them and Badoom. No, no. Oh, yeah, Badoom. There we are. Thought I said Badoom too early then. There we are. So, amazingly enough, that is the last level of the Sand Empire done, and you can see basically you could have done, like, you know, you could have done that with 3 stars, 4 stars. You'd probably have to be a little bit more careful, maybe actually use the time stops and things like that. But basically, I just kept the bosses frozen the entire time with the board. So I mean, I can't say that was pretty straightforward, really. Keep getting 4 or 5s in a row. Don't worry about anything else other than making sure you're getting them, because the more of those you get, the more you can freeze them, and that's all I had to do. So that was a nice little method to get through it, and hopefully, you know, that's something can help anyone who's a bit stuck on the Sand Empire at any of the stages, because that would work any level, regardless of your heroes and everything else. So hopefully there's something really helpful. I mean, hopefully that's helpful. Certainly it made my life very, very easy. I mean, I think, what did I use? Antidotes, and that's it. So antidotes was the only battle item I needed. I know I've got some quite good heroes there, but you know, even, like I say, lesser heroes could have done it as well. Yeah. Anyway, so I can have my new avatar if I want. I can have the budgie avatar, but I'm not going to do that because I've got my my old favourite snowman up at the minute, and I've got the poison darts, which is what I've desperately wanted for a long time. Street, or I should say, tweet, 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 tweet. Yes, Rock. I also hope the explorers enjoyed their stay. Well, yeah, it was okay. You know, hospitality, it was all right, I guess. As night turns to day, so shall my empire hide away. We shall meet again when the time is right, which will be next summer, presumably, around June, July, when Small Giant release you again. There we go. So that was that one. Successful. Hooray, hooray, hooray. And now the important thing is that because I got those poison darts, I can go into Sir Roostley. Hey, Sir Roostley. I can ascend. Oh, I don't have the food. Well, I can ascend Sir Roostley when I have the food, but I don't have the food because I just did a load of levelling up of to get not Sir Roostley, but to get one of my other heroes, Nur, levelled up. I didn't plan that very well. Still, never mind. You'll see now that I can ascend Sir Roostley. Not only can I ascend Sir Roostley, where are we at? Materials. I now have my 6 poison darts that I need for him. And I know he needs, what's the other thing? Orbs of magic, 62 of them. Deary me. So he's ready to be ascended. I just need the food, and the minute I've got the food, I'll ascend him, and then I can feed him a 4-star trainer hero as well, which will just send him shooting up through the ranks quite nicely. So there we are. So all is good, and the Sand Empire has gone away again until next year for me. Although I can still get to bounce the beach balls, which is good. Oh, well, I don't want to go in there. Thank you. Like I say, it used to be a rumour if you could get them all to bounce at once, you'd have an infinite amount of money. But obviously that was just a lie to get people to spend ages tapping their screens like idiots. Because where there's one beach ball there, one there, there's one there. 3 beach balls. Maybe it's not impossible. Oh, I missed one. keep missing one. Fat thumb's not doing... Yeah, you'd have to be... Right. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Ah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, battery's running out. So yeah, I think my best bet would be go boo, boo, boo. Nah, never mind. Anyway, this is getting silly. Right. Okay, thank you very much for watching. It remains for me to say, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. As I say, hopefully that video will sort of just show you that but you can do the Sand Empire and any level of the Sand Empire really, just using the screen, as long as you've got a few healers. And if you take a few time stops as well, if you can build them, then it makes everything really easy. So yeah, that's complete the Sand Empire in an easy way. I know my team was strong, but there we go. And yes, it remains for me to say thanks for watching, and may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care. Goodbye.